Johnny Dumbbell, what's good, fam?
Oh, not too much, man. Especially not after the weekend we had in Pittsburgh sports. It was very disappointing. Buccos, Steelers, Riverhounds, we all lost. But the weather was nice. Had a great time hanging out with friends and enjoying the weather. Um, and really getting the last couple of questions yesterday. To present tonight for you guys and gals out there. We're gonna drop some game on you tonight, man. This is a good one. We got 3 good ones tonight.
All right, I got our phone lines up and running, Johnny. Just a second here. I'll get the number up. And that's right, guys and gals. We have had a lot of ladies in the comments, in the chat, and shout out to them. I appreciate anybody asking questions, wanting knowledge, especially those that want to do better. So we appreciate all of you. And I appreciate the love and support. And I mean that. If you have ever supported William Dempsey, if you ever supported William D. Conqueror, liked the videos, shared the stream, commented on it, thank you. I appreciate you. Shout out to you.
Absolutely.
So Johnny, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself? I get new subscribers all the time, and I just appreciate the love and support. But there's some people who don't really know us and know our message. So let's start and introduce yourself, Johnny.
Well, I'm Johnny Dumbbell. I am a personal trainer and life coach out here in beautiful Pittsburgh. Mostly what I do is done in the gym as far as clientele goes. But I do have some clients on the outside that maybe need a little bit more advice and a little bit more of a general structure to what they do. But I'm not here to talk about my successes. I'm here to talk about my failures mostly, and things that involve self-confidence, self-respect, financial things, romance, women, all that kind of fun stuff. If there is a mistake to have been made in my 20s, I guarantee you in my 20s, I made it. So, in short, we are the uncles that everybody talks about. But once you hear our stories, you'll realize there's a moral to them. And please, God, learn the moral to those stories.
Well said, Johnny. Shout out to us. So, gentlemen, we're here to answer your questions. We have a call-in number. We do have some email questions prepared that we're going to go ahead and run down. And, man, shout out to everybody tapping in. Clyde, appreciate the support, sir.
Right.
Minnie Mom. Hey, Minnie Mom, it's always a pleasure to have you on. Shout out to you.
Jesus, Bill.
Dirt Bike Kid. Hey, so shout out to the chat. Johnny, you want to get started? Let's run this down for him.
Yeah, okay. So we got 3 questions tonight. I think that a lot of this is going to have to do with what's being communicated sometimes. So we talk about all the time, what's being communicated and what's actually being said. And I think that Scott here is going to need a little bit of guidance when it comes to that. Scott says, a woman just asked if we could take it slow. I told her it's fine, but with a caveat. He says, I don't think that it's unreasonable. So I've been seeing this woman and we've been on 4 dates. Things have been going well. Have they? Now, she did tell me she wanted to take things slow. I asked her exactly what she meant. She said she takes relationships slow and doesn't want to jump into one too fast. She also said this meant that she wants to take things slow physically as well. But I'm going to go say she still deems it acceptable for me to keep paying for dates. Anyway, so I told her I'm fine with. I told her I'm fine with that, although clearly you're not. Just saying. But with one caveat, I told her if she's planning on sleeping with others, then we should go our separate ways. This pissed her off. What does that tell you? She's told me that she isn't in any. She told me that isn't in any of my business, which is correct. It's not. It's correct. Safe to say that this is over. Am I unreasonable here? Okay.
You want me to take this one? I'd love to take this one.
I want to back up to just the very first part where she just says that she wants to take things slow, wants to take relationships slow, doesn't want to jump into one too fast. Let's just start with that.
Like specifically talking about emotionally or physically? Because I got to tell you, it sounds like she needs extra incentive to deal with them, and he's just not picking up on that. Am I wrong there?
Yeah, I mean, I think that once you're 4 dates in and you're hearing this, I think this is going one of 2 ways. It's either going to be
4 dates.
Bruh.
Did you say 4 dates?
Yeah, he said they've been on 4 dates. That's what I'm saying. Like that's where, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought I was enunciating. I thought I'm not good at that.
I'm doing a lot, Johnny. I'm the chat, the banners, the phone lines. So
Okay, I
excuse,
thought I
am
talked
trying to
too
do a little
fast
bit of
sometimes.
show running. Okay, go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt. You have
No,
the
you're
floor.
good. Well, no. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, they've been on 4 dates. She wants to take things slow. He says she is so. What's happening here is, if this was second, third date conversation, I could see that. I think the ones she's been on 4 dates, and this sounds like this happened in a text message after date 4. Um, my question is this: is she still meeting you? Is she still like getting together with you? Because the thing of it is, if she's looking to take things slowly, that's great. Um, but I mean, if you're looking to advance things, I mean, maybe you're on different timetables. But what it sounds like to me is she's letting you know that she's not really feeling a spark right now. I think that's what she's doing. I think what she's trying to say is like she's open to meeting you in the hopes of seeing a spark, or in the hopes that you continue paying for dinner. It could be one of those two things. But what I can tell you right now is that whatever that spark is, it ain't there, man. It ain't there.
4 dates and you haven't smashed her yet, and she's telling you she wants to take it slow. Throw in the
Well, and I mean,
what about and let me tell you something, nephews. You might not notice, but when a woman tells you she wants to take it slow, you have the right to tell her you prefer to take it fast. You don't have to go at her pace. You are the man. You lead the relationship here. You can dictate the terms. And if you're not, then you're not compatible. And you should just wish her blessings on your journey.
Yeah.
Often, when a woman's sexually attracted to you, she doesn't need to get to know you. She doesn't need to take things slow. And after 4 dates, she won't be able to keep her hands off of you. So you shouldn't have let it got that far past the second or third date. Whatever kind of standards you have, I understand a lot of y'all don't want to smash women on the first night. Hey, and shout out to Boss Mac. Dick is a gift. So I don't really be throwing it out there like that either, nephews. I make them earn it. But my point is that you're running behind her. And the fact where you brought up her sleeping with other people, seeing other people,
yeah.
This is indicative to your lack of experience with women, because when you meet a woman, she hasn't been sitting in an ivory tower knitting. She's been out in the world. There are guys everywhere trying to smash her, nephew, guys at her job.
She was helping her dad run the dairy farm.
Herself, guys at the store, the gas station, everywhere she goes, if she's attractive, there are guys hitting on her, trying to get at her. And that don't even count the DMs. So you're bringing up that you need to be sexually exclusive with her, and you haven't even smashed her. Tell me, sir, why would a woman want to be sexually exclusive with you?
Bruh.
Yeah, I
Let
mean,
me know. Put me on game right now. Why would a woman who doesn't even know what kind of fuck game you have want to be sexually exclusive with you? Uncle Bill needs to know. For real, nephews.
Yeah, I mean, I think right there that even actually speaks to his insecurity as, look, if you're not sleeping with me, obviously you must want to sleep with somebody else more than me, is what that comes out sounding like to me. And I think that's definitely something that, man, before you even think about dating again, I think that there's self-confidence issues we need to work on here. But yeah, I definitely think that when you just threw that out there, when you haven't even seen her topless yet, is insane, man. Yeah,
yeah. Nephews, let me put you on a little bit of game here. You should not be asking women about the guys they're talking to, anybody they were seeing. I typically, as a rule, don't even like to ask women questions. I will talk about me and tell them what I got going on with my situation, how my day was, and me. And they will volunteer information on their own relative to what I'm saying to their life. So, because women, I'm so relatable to women. So, but my point is, you have a lot of insecurities here. So you should never ask a woman how many guys she's talking to. You probably the same dude that asks women their body count. which is
God.
also a huge mistake. You guys should never be asking women how many bodies they have. It doesn't matter. First of all, it doesn't matter if they're telling you the truth or not. It's something that you can't measure. You know what you can measure? Is she's following your instructions, is she's doing the things that you need her to do, showing up when and where you ask her to. Those are the things, her indicators of interest. That's something you could measure, not how many dudes she said she's been with. So for you to worry about body counts or how many guys she's talking to or anything like that, you are way too insecure to be dating that woman. Because here's the thing, when you put a lot of work into yourself, you know, without a doubt, you are any woman's best option. She's not getting any better than you. And if she finds somebody that can treat her better than you can, who's not going to lie to her, who's not going to smack her around, who's not going to cheat on her, smash her friends, her sister, cousins, hey, blessings on your journey. I'm grateful for you and I appreciate the time we had together. And I'm happy that you found somebody you're more compatible with than me. It shouldn't be anything other than that, nephews.
Yeah. I mean, and then that's exactly right. I mean,
It's not out for me.
yeah, I mean, the thing of it is you've invested 4 dates into this whole thing, okay? And every date you've been told that it's going to go slowly. And so by slowly, she actually means even more slowly than it's already going.
Well, Johnny,
And so the thing of it is you invested 4 dates. You're not investing in a relationship. You're investing in getting with this chick. All right, come on, man. You're investing in trying to get with this particular girl.
okay, make something make sense for me. She's setting the pace, right?
Which
She's
means-
dictating the terms here. She's leading the interactions. How is she supposed to respect you as a man, sir, and look up to you when she's setting the pace of everything and telling you how things are going to go? How
I
is
think
she
it goes-
ever going to look at you with like the heart eye emoji if she's the one telling you how things are going to go? Please explain that to me, Johnny. Make that make sense for me, sir.
Well, I think it goes back farther than that. I think it goes back to the fact that number one, she has not felt that biological attraction to him. So now she has rules. She has rules for men that she is not biologically sexually attracted to. And so unfortunately, my friend, that's you.
All right, now, Johnny, we love when these young men write in with their questions.
Yeah.
We do this because we genuinely want to help them. So we need to get this young man some game that he can take moving forward and apply to his current situation to help him out here. Because it's one thing when we sit up here and tell him what he's not doing. But if we really want to do him right, we need to tell him what he should be doing.
Well,
So what would your advice be to our little nephew here to get him back on track and stop messing with some woman who's clearly not interested in him?
I would say it sounds like he's awfully emotionally invested 4 dates in. For something like the idea of her sleeping with somebody else before him to bother him that much that he feels the need to say it to her, I think that maybe he needs to dial it a little bit back when it comes to meeting new people. This is not some whirlwind romance that you see in romantic comedy, okay? This is called meeting people, finding compatibility, and seeing if that common ground is far enough for you to walk it together. In this case, you're trying too hard to get the girl, man. You've taken her out 4 times, and all because, and the whole reason you've taken her out 4 times is because you didn't get what you wanted by day 3. The only reason you took her on day 3 is because it didn't happen by day 2. You have spent 4 dates trying to get with this girl, and not 4 dates trying to be with this girl.
Is that tricking?
And even if you are, and even if you were, here's the thing. She's already decided that she is not biologically attracted to you, and that is because she was not only leading the interaction, but she simply wasn't attracted enough to follow your lead if you even provided one, which at this point doesn't sound like you did.
All right, nephew. Here's what I would recommend. You forget about that woman and move on. You've already dug yourself such a hole with her. There's no coming out. But there is good news because you can find another woman, a woman who's more attracted to you, and you won't be in the hole with that woman like you were with this last one. You know what not to do now. So, and I'm expecting better from you.
Yeah.
So if you need to work through some of these insecurity issues, write me on Facebook, write me on IG, write me on TikTok. I will talk with you about how to develop more self-confidence.
Yeah, I
We can
mean,
do that.
as
We can do that privately, or we could put it up for the whole class. We could do like a one-on-one coaching. I'm just gonna probably record it, because I guarantee there are other people that are struggling the way you are, and they could benefit from the information. So I will give you a one-on-one coaching session and help you get to the root of the problem of this. I just want to put it up for everybody to benefit from. That's my only stipulation with that, sir.
Yeah, my advice is going to be a little more structural. It's going to be that I think you need to develop a structure in your own life, and the first one you're going to have to develop is a mental emotional structure, and it's going to begin with, and this is going to sound a little bit crazy to those who haven't heard this before, but start by, if you don't already, make your bed every morning when you get up in the morning. Number one, you've already accomplished something before you even left your bedroom. And as Admiral William McRaven said at the speech at the University of Texas at Austin, he said, another good benefit of that is even at the worst day out in the field, or in your case at work, school, whatever it is you do, you still come home to an already made bed because somebody did something nice for you. You did. And that's kind of, I feel like, a very good, it's a baby step, excuse me, but it's a step towards liking yourself a little bit more and feeling that self confidence. And you're going to need that moving forward, because if you don't have that, you're going to do one of two things. You're either going to fade into the background, which you don't want to do, if you're actually looking for a partner in life. And number two, you are going to oh, what am I just lost my train of thought. Damn it. Uh,
Bruh. It's all right, Johnny. I'm doing half a dozen things at once here.
that's all right. Yeah, I know. I was trying to look at the next. Yeah, scroll up.
You want to move on to our next question? I got the call-in number up, nephews. If you have questions of your own, let us know. We want to help you out with them. That's why we're here. We're live 2 nights a week. We want to answer your questions.
But anyway, like I was going to say, it seems like a baby step, but it's a step closer to liking yourself. And that liking yourself is going to be a step closer to wanting to do more nice things for yourself, which is going to involve a little bit harder work. It's going to involve a little bit more consistency. But the more you pay attention to that need to find structure within your own life, the more you pursue that self-discipline, that self-respect, that self-control, the more you are going to realize that there is going to be a version of you that you are going to want to share with others. And that is called having a program. And when you like yourself enough that you want to share with somebody else, just the way you would want to share a song or a movie that you like with somebody else, that's how you have to be able to feel about yourself. And again, I just think that step one is doing those nice little things for you. It sounds like you're already doing nice things for other people. You took this girl on 4 dates. I'm sure they were very nice. But let's do you for a little bit, man. Before you start trying to move on to anybody else, let's just do you for a little bit.
Okay, 4 dates? Come on,
Yeah.
nephew. Okay, 1 date. First date. Johnny, what do we always talk about? Go and feed the ducks. Go on a little hike at a park. If she's got dogs, go to a dog park with her and the dogs. You could also go have a drink. It could be like coffee, tea. It doesn't have to be alcohol. That should be your first date. That's when you decide if you want a second date. What's the second date, Uncle Bill? Hey, I'm glad you asked, nephew, because the second date should be cooking at her crib or yours. It's very intimate. You guys are alone together. It can be playful in the kitchen. And here's what's really great. You get to go on a little field trip with that woman to the grocery store and pick out all the little things that you like and show her how to cook for you, because you are your own unique person. You should like things your way, a certain way, not what everybody else likes. My point is that your second date can be very playful and intimate alone at her house or yours. And if you guys end up in the bedroom, hey, you end up in the bedroom. I know you weren't planning to go there, but it happens sometime. And if it's your bedroom, you better listen to Uncle Johnny. It's a good thing you're subscribed to his channel, because I'm sure you made your bed, sir.
And now here's the thing. That might be the very thing that like pushes her over that edge. My God, you made your bed. You're so organized. Take me. And there, you did two nice things for yourself.
Well, you got to have your whole crib set up and have it conducive to women coming over, nephews. I know a lot of you guys don't like to do dishes. You don't like to vacuum. You don't like to clean up. And let me tell you something. You can find women that'll love to come over to your crib and do that for you because they want to show you value outside of the bedroom. But you genuinely had to be an on-point man first. And when you have them come over, like the crib's got to be looking good. It's got to be smelling good. There's layers to it. I don't want to give you more than what you need, but I'm saying when Johnny tells you to make your bed, it's so that you have an environment prepared for you that's conducive to your whatever your needs are. If it's just coming home after a hard day of work, like Johnny was saying.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's a step towards a structure in your life. Yeah.
All right, and a third date. I don't even know. Like your third date should just be like y'all setting up smashing again. Like you shouldn't be giving off boyfriend energy on a second date, especially if you hook up with the woman. She's got to earn that through consistency. So you shouldn't be rearranging your life or organizing things around when she's available. It should be like, let me know when you want to do this again. It was a lot of fun. And you will hear from that woman, especially if you gave her a memorable, pleasurable experience. She will reach out to you again if you know what you're doing. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know what you're doing, we got you. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, make sure she's your choice, not the prize you're trying to win. That's different. You're begging to be chosen there. And again, that doesn't put across any kind of signal of strength or any kind of of confidence. So you're hoping to be chosen. You're one bachelor of. Oh, that's right. You did ask her how many there might other be. I mean, and that's it. You're competing with guys you don't even know if they exist or not. In your own mind, to the point where you had to ask the question. So yeah, I mean, we've just got we've got red marks all over your paper here. But this is the kind of thing it's going to have to start building your confidence from the ground up and getting to know yourself and getting to know why you should like yourself and why you should want to share that with somebody else. Yeah, I mean that's all I got for you, man.
Listen, I'm really glad you wrote in, and I know it's tough love, but I need you to understand that it's all love. We want the best for you. So that's why we're going to tell you the things that your friends aren't going to tell you. Your father obviously never told you, or else you wouldn't be in the position where you're at. Let's be honest here. So luckily, you got your favorite uncles. Make sure you tune in, tap in, and ask more questions. And we got you, nephew. We appreciate you.
Yep. Well, thank you, Scott. Appreciate you. So we got question 2. We got Colby, right? Colby or Kobe? Colby with an L. First time I saw with glasses on. This is the subject line. I love this. He's got to be like Gen X or early millennial. He goes, "I'm so dumb, dude." It's just the way that's what it sounds like in my head. He says, "We dated for." I don't know. I just thought it was fun. We dated for a year, and she broke up with me out of fucking nowhere. Late July, when I asked if she wanted to be public and official. He puts that in quotes. I was doing great and went a month no contact. Over the weekend, I got drunk and was watching our favorite show. I sent her a scene from it, and she messaged me back. She was drunk as well, laughing at the scene and saying she was so happy to hear from me, and she hoped that I was doing well. The next day, when you're both sober, by the way, I said I missed her. She said she was thinking about me that night before I messaged her, and I said the same. We asked how each other has been. Everybody asks that. Everybody asks that right before they do something stupid. I told her that I hope she enjoys the rest of her summer. She's a teacher. Late night Thursday, I asked if she'd ever consider getting back together. She left me on red since yesterday morning. I should have learned from all of you guys that it never goes the way you want. And when that happens, anybody who needed to hear this, don't do it. Just embarrass yourself. It's worse for me because I've watched your podcast and learned what each of you has to say about driving while staring at the rear view. I should have known better. You guys say it best, so I guess I just want you to give me a report card on how I handled this situation, please.
Well, I mean, if we're being technical here, he broke the no contact before she did.
It looks like, yeah.
Okay, that means she's doing better at no contact than you. So I'm giving you like a F for that one, sir.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I don't buy the whole I was drunk in text because listen, I've sent some stupid drunk texts of my own, okay? And the thing of it is that you didn't if you have to put your phone in airplane mode while you're drinking, do it if that's the case. But the worst thing you can do is still have your ex's number in your phone if you know you're prone to texting that number. If you think you're going to get drunk and text or something like that, something stupid like that, or if you really wanted to commit to your no contact, do yourself a favor and delete the phone out of your phone book because you don't yet have the discipline to simply stay away, drunk or sober. The fact of the matter is, you being drunk does not negate the fact that you still came across as having a moment of weakness and texting your ex, with something that you knew she would at least have to laugh at or have in common with you. Now, you found common ground. That's fantastic. What's not fantastic is that you decided to start pouring out your feelings over drunk texts.
Johnny.
And not only that, but the next day over hungover texts.
Look, yeah, and that's where I really want to get on your asses because no Diddy. I can understand drinking lowers your emotional defenses, but you were doing it the next day too. Okay. So I need you to understand you handed your power back to somebody who walked away from you. Okay. She did better with no contact than you. You cracked before her. But I understand you're withdrawing from the woman. I really do. But you got to do better. Really.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing of it is that you
here, Johnny. Clyde says, always do sober what you say drunk. It'll teach you to keep your mouth shut. Ernest Hemingway.
I love it. Yeah. That's exactly right. I mean, and the thing of it is that that'll I love that. That's great. Yeah, and honestly, I think this could be that could be great advice for him because but here's the thing, he still did sober when he did drunk. That's the worst part. I mean, he I don't know if he woke up not remembering the text, but he saw it in his phone and decided to continue or what it was. I don't even know how drunk he was or wasn't, but this was not a good idea.
He got hooked on her drug and needed another fix. He was going through withdrawal.
And the minute he asked about the possibility of relationship, notice crickets. Because the thing of it was, he was giving her what she wanted. He broke no contact. She knew he couldn't stop thinking about her. She kept entertaining the conversation because he wasn't asking her the hard questions. The minute he comes in there with, what about getting back together? Well, no. I just wanted you to talk to. I just wanted to, I just wanted to talk to you. I didn't want to, move. And so he kind of is one of the, it really sounds like what happened here was he must have read into the conversations a little bit more, than was being put forth. And now, because he kind of went in there with high hopes, because he went in there with aspirations, because he went in there with memories, whatever else, he might have with her.
Expectations.
Yeah. And I mean, he went in there with this. And then, that just kind of got shot all to hell. Look, man, you kind of set the bar way up high. And then when she didn't even know the bar was there, went right under it. Your reaction is, why would she do this to me?
Hey, what's Mike Tyson say, Johnny? Everybody's got a plan so they get punched in the face.
Well, he got kind of emotionally punched in the face here.
He got emotionally punched in his face there by her, and he didn't know what to do next. So, man, you failed.
Bruh. I mean, my
original assessment, nephew, you're getting an F. And you know what?
Yeah, I mean,
that bit
for teaching you a lesson. You ought to know better. And I hope you've learned and you're going to fully commit to this no contact now.
Even if I let you slide on breaking no contact in the first place, let's say we were beyond that point before I started watching your TV show, kid. The fact of the matter is that it sounds to me like this conversation wasn't a lengthy conversation. And it sounds like it was a volley of pleasantries. And then you just went right for the Achilles. You went right for the jugular, rather, and said, hey, do you think we get back together? I mean, I don't know if you said it like that. I mean, thankfully, I don't have a screenshot. I kind of wish I did. But you went kind of right for that that title line. You went straight for that hope and dream that you had. Let's face it, from the very first message you sent, or you wouldn't have sent it. And then that kind of, it didn't get crushed because she didn't answer you. It's getting slowly pressed down because you are continuing to wait for that response, even though you know she's seen it. She's had the several seconds it would have taken to respond. She's had that on several occasions since then, man. We tell you all the time that no response is a response. If you want to continue salting the wound, I would say continue doing so for educational purposes. Just promise us you won't forget what you learned along the way. Or you can just kind of cut your losses now, move forward, wish her blessings on her journey. Actually, no, don't do that. Don't text her that. Don't text her. Okay. Silently wish her blessings on her journey and move the hell on, man. I mean, and I really hope that this shows you not to break that no contact, not to lose your cool in these situations, man.
All right, nephew, let me tell you why I am never going to text a woman to check in and see how she's doing. Because women, they wonder about you, especially if you've had any kind of impact on their life. They're going to think about you down the road. And here's the thing, nephew. You should be doing better every single time that woman sees you than you were the last time she's seen you. So I don't need to check in on her. I'm not even really thinking about her. But when she wants to check in on me, I'm always going to be doing better than I was the last time she was trying to find out about me or see what I'm doing. And a wise man once said, Uncle Johnny, we don't recycle women. Shout out to me.
No, and the thing of it is too is that not only should you be able to say that you're doing better than you were the day before, you should actually be better than you were the day before. And this is why I tell you, work on yourselves.
It should be reflected in your disposition. You shouldn't even have to say it.
Yeah. I mean, get to that gym, get to that library, get to whatever it is that you do that makes you better, or whatever it is that you want to be better at. But work on you, because the thing of it is the end product is a better you. And a better you is going to do better in all aspects of life, including this one. Hell, especially this one.
I don't know, Johnny. I have more questions for him, but I don't want to beat him up too hard.
No, I mean, I think he's.
I love that he's asking questions. I love that he is seeking knowledge and answers because he wants to do better. And I want to promote and encourage that in our subscribers, in the community that we're building here. Yep. So I don't want to be too rough on him, but he is making some mistakes. He has a lot to learn still. And really, it comes down to, like Johnny is saying, putting that work into yourself and becoming a better version of yourself. You don't do that for anyone other than yourself. You're trying to become better every single day for you, not for some ex, not to prove other people wrong. I just really think that if you focused on yourself, like truly focused on yourself, you'd be all right. But you get distracted by women, and I've had this problem myself, so I can see parts of me in this behavior that you're exhibiting. So that's how I know how to steer you away from that. So do the Johnny Dumbbell get off your ass challenge. Shout out to Johnny Dumbbell.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I'll go even further and say, and I don't want to hear that affordability is an issue with joining a gym. Here's the thing. I want you to, instead of upgrading to that $1,100 iPhone this coming year or whatever it's going to run you, get you a couple $100 Android phone, take the difference and invest it into a gym membership. Because guess what? You can get a new phone every year. You're not going to get that kind of an offer with your body. Now, the other thing is, I want you to get to that gym. What he's talking about with the challenge, I want you to get into that gym 3 times a week for 4 weeks. And when that 4 weeks is over, you're not done. I want you to add an extra day and go 4 more weeks, 4 days a week. And if you do that, if you see this and you end up doing that, or anybody out there who does do this challenge, I would love to hear you. Hashtag Johnny Dumbbell Challenge. Leave a comment below. Even if you're not all the way through it, even if you're not even halfway through it, even if it's kicking your ass, I like to hear about your experience. Let us know how it's going. If you don't know what to do when you get to said gym, please hit me up. I got workouts for you. My other channel, Johnny Dumbbell Fitness, I've got body weight workouts. So I don't want to hear the excuse you don't have any equipment. But but back to Colby, man. Yeah, like I say, get yourself up, get yourself moving, and get yourself better.
All right, Johnny. That was definitely some tough love for him, but that's what we're here for.
I think that was kind of
look, nephews, feel free to call in with your own questions. We'll pause our show and help you out live. Put them in the chat. We'd love to answer your own questions.
Yep, we're out here for you.
For those of you that are just sitting back watching and enjoying the show, hey, thank you for joining our live. We appreciate you as well.
Absolutely. Love you guys. Appreciate it. All right, so we've got question 3. This is Oliver. And Oliver's in a twist. I made that part up. I'm sorry. No. You laugh. Right. Shut up. So he says, what are some yellow flags in a partner? I like this question. I like the way he words this. He goes, it can be about their background, current lifestyle, etc. I see you guys obviously talk about green and red flags a lot. But what are some things that you would consider proceed with caution signs, but not necessarily a deal breaker? Actually, in the comments, guys, I'd like to know your idea of that. For me, I would say that if they don't have a relationship with their parents, another would be if they drink frequently, if they, it wouldn't turn me away, but it would make me more wary of how she moves, as William puts it. Can you share what you consider yellow flags in a dating situation? P.S. I am on week 4 of the Johnny Dumbbell Challenge. I highly recommend it. All right.
Good, man. All right, so Thank you. Give you a round of applause for the Johnny Dumbbell Challenge.
Man, go get it, dude. Go get it.
So could you read me the last part of that question again, Johnny, before the Johnny Dumbbell Challenge?
So he says, can you share what you would consider yellow flags in a dating situation?
Okay. That's what I thought you said. I was just double checking.
Yeah.
Now, you got to understand, Johnny, I believe there are no such thing as yellow flags.
Yeah, I mean,
so
I think it's a matter of it either concerns you or it doesn't. Yeah.
She's down to do what I want to do. She's down to follow my lead, or she's not. So it's either green or red. And red is cool because I'm not compatible with every woman that I'm attracted to or that is attracted to me. And I know I don't always attract positive things to me too, because I'm such a positive person. I can also attract negative things to me. So, and that includes what you guys would consider bad bitches. So I'm very careful and cautious of what I attract to me. So the determining factor is if she's down to do what I want to do, if it's meet me for drinks, if it's coffee, if it's going for a walk, it doesn't matter what I want to do. She should want to spend that time with me. So there is no yellow flags for me. She's following my lead or she's not. And if she's consistent with me for a while, she's on my program or she's not. And that's really all there is to it. It's that simple.
One of the hardest things for young men to learn and accept is the fact that she's either into you or she's not. And the thing of it is that as polarizing as that sounds, that really is just how it works. The thing of it is that, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be your fault, but let's face it, young guys, we all have habits to kind of talk our way out of a bedroom for one, every once in a while. And I can also appreciate that, but I mean, remember that we are by nature fallible creatures, and so we have a lot to learn. But I mean, yeah, as polarizing as that sounds, the truth of the matter is that there's either something drawing her to you or there isn't. Now there could be something pushing her away from you, but that doesn't have to be for her to not be drawn to you. It doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. It means that there just wasn't anything that, made her gravitate towards your orbit, so to speak.
All right. Let me give you a few yellow flags that you should be aware of. Okay. And these are like simple, basic things that I would get rid of a woman for. But I know a lot of you, Captain Save a Hoe cats, think that you could save some of these women. So I would tell you to be aware of inconsistent communication. Hot one day, cold the next. no explanation, not that they owe you an explanation. Another thing that you should be aware of is if they get defensive when you ask them simple questions.
Yeah.
Another thing, okay, avoiding conflict completely, and that means like shutting down when disagreements arise. That might be something else you might want to be aware of. Oversharing personal traumas, especially early on. This could lead to her getting really comfortable and trauma dumping on you, and then almost seeing you as like a brother best friend instead of someone she's sexually attracted to.
Well, never mind
Um,
that. The thing for me on that, and on that note, is chances are, depending on what the trauma might be, and I'm just going to call it the trauma because there's various kinds of it. There are certain traumas that, listen, if I see that that's something that has happened to you, my God, I'm so sorry that it has, but I am not equipped to handle dating somebody who's been in that situation before. And I'm sorry,
right.
that's self-preservation for me. I feel like, and men, you are allowed to do that for self-preservation. That doesn't make you selfish. That makes you actually a very honest man for coming right out and saying, look, I don't know, this is something I'm equipped to handle. And you are not required to be equipped to handle that. If it's something that you can't jump into, don't jump into it and then get a few months down the road, and then you either find out, even if she's not crazy, you still find out the hard way that that wasn't the right decision to make. You could have seen that red flag and backed away from it. If it's something you don't think you're ready to handle, don't go trying to handle it.
Okay,
That seems logical.
something else you need to be aware of. Is she keeping you hidden? Like hidden from
Mm,
family and friends? That might be a yellow flag for you. But I can tell you, in my experience, though, women will often hide me from their friends because their friends will try to smash me on the low. So for me,
yeah,
it's not uncommon for a woman to not want to introduce me to her friends. But for y'all, but that it's different for their family. I'll always meet their family. They always want to show me off to their family. Like, look at this impressive man that I have found that I'm trying to bag.
look how
So
his
they'll
curly
show
hair
me off to their
flows.
family. They'll keep me hidden from friends. But if they're keeping you hidden from both, that could be a yellow flag, nephews. And another thing you should watch for is how emotionally entangled is she with her ex? Are they on good
Mm,
terms? Do they still talk every day? Does she frequently mention him? Is she comparing what you have going on to that? And I'll be the first one to say that comparison is a killer of all joy. So that may
yeah.
be a yellow flag for you. Uh,
Yeah, and I mean, and if that flag becomes red, here's the thing: you're going to need to step away from that situation, whether you're right or wrong. The fact of the matter is, you're not equipped to handle that particular situation. So it's going to be something you're either going to want to get used to in your next relationship or avoid altogether. And neither answer's wrong, but just know what you're handling, know what you can handle.
okay. So another thing you got to watch out for, was she always the victim in her past relationships? Has she
Bingo.
not taken any accountability for her role and how it turned out?
Yeah, like
So,
if she dated one or two douchebags, that's one thing. But I mean, if everybody in a row, if all seven guys she's dated in a row have been douchebags, or they've all been crazy, or they've all been abusive, or they've all been, the say, I'm not saying that she's necessarily not being truthful. I think that that's something that you're going to want to make a mental note of as you observe her behaviors and her, her body language towards you, in both good times and in bad times, together. But I got a feeling that it won't take that many times for you to at least get a good idea of what you're getting into. Just pay attention to it. If you
yeah.
run towards the red flags like we did, I'm telling you right now, it is not going to end well for you.
All right. Now, if you something else, and this is what we talk about on our Thursday show, because look, on Monday nights, we're trying to teach you how to conduct yourselves like men. And sometimes that's after a breakup, that's in many different circumstances and situations. But on Thursday nights, we know that it's important to teach you how to conduct yourself around women. So we break down my Bumble, and Uncle Johnny and I give you the game on how to get at these women. We break down their profiles, but something we talk about almost every single week is the woman bringing chaos to your life, or is she bringing peace to your life? So a yellow flag for you, nephew, might be if the woman is frequently in chaos, if there's a lot of drama around them with their work, with their family, with their friends, that might be something you want to watch out for. Another thing for y'all, and like I said, I play by a different set of rules. So I'm saying for y'all because I mean you, not me. If they have poor follow through on their word, okay, because if they say that they're doing things and then they're not doing them, you are what you do, not what you say you do. Shout out to Kevin Gates. So if she can't follow through on her word, that should at least be a yellow flag too. That's cause for dismissal for me. But
yeah, I mean, I feel like that's an assumption that
I'm
you'll
not
just be
wearing a
there
cape.
waiting for. Yeah.
Another
Yeah,
thing is she has like flexible values. Like, so, I mean, there's really a lot. And but it's not just what to watch out for. Now, if you need to know how to handle these yellow flags. What you cannot do under any circumstance is ignore it and hope they'll fade, because that doesn't happen here.
And we tell you don't necessarily outwardly question it either, because again, if it's early on, it might not be up for discussion with as far as she's concerned. But the thing is that look, she's going to be doing things to feel you out. You should be doing things to feel her out. And if you think you can kind of probe into that while you're talking to her and maybe learn a little bit more, whether that yellow can be a green or that yellow can be a red. But again, we don't really want to talk about the yellow flags. We want to talk about, understanding it when those flags come up. You've got to you're either accepting them or you're running away, or you're running away from them.
Johnny, I think we just been doing this podcast a little too long together, because you took the words right out of my mouth. And the yellow flag itself doesn't matter, but you can ask clarifying questions, and how she responds to your questions, that does matter. Yep. Now, here's the thing. No matter what the flag is, anything like that, I'm telling you to stay rooted in your standards. That's key here. I mean, compatibility is about alignment, not potential. So as long as you stay rooted in yourself, who you are, the standards that you've established, the principles you live by, you'll be just fine. Yellow flags don't matter.
Trust the process to get you to your program. And once you've got a program, stick to your program. Simple.
All right. Now, do you want to know about, let's say, maybe yellow flags that turn into red flags?
That just means that you saw the red flag from farther away, but you kept walking until you got closer.
Like certain patterns to watch for early.
I think maybe he means like things you want to find out about before you pass judgment on. But yeah, at the same time, if it gives you an eerie feeling, I think it's okay to be intuitive and trust your gut.
Well, a yellow flag that can turn red, hot, cold communication. Say she's warm someday and distance on the other. She can use silence, ghosting, sudden withdrawals as emotional control. And Johnny and I tell you not to get emotionally invested in these women. Okay, hold on. We got some comments here.
Yeah, that's a red flag right there.
Johnny will understand this quote. There's a million fine chicks in the world, but not all of them will bring you lasagna at work. Most of them will just cheat on you. Biggest green flag is being your fan.
Shout out to Jay and Silent Bob, ladies and gentlemen. Love it.
A biggest green flag is being your fan. I absolutely agree with that.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I would still say that, if it's something that makes me kind of question things, if it makes me kind of want to know a little bit more about it, if there was such a thing as a yellow flag, I would say it's something that you go, wait a minute, what? And then, but I mean, again, you're going to determine pretty quick whether that's yellow, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, whether it's something you want to run towards or something you want to run away from. And Oliver, I would tell you that I'm not saying to polarize. I'm saying to observe her actions, and you should be asking, does somebody who's interested do this, or does somebody who is not interested do this? She says she's interested. Well, would she do this if she was interested, or would she do that if she was interested? Or would she,
test you if she's interested, Johnny?
What's that?
Would she shit test you if she's interested?
I think it depends on how subtle the shit test is because half the time I don't think they realize they're doing it. They're just kind of wired to protect themselves that way against weaker, genetically weaker men. Again, I'm talking mammal talk here. But I definitely think that there are subconscious, things that she's going to be observing with you, whether she even realizes it or not. And those are the kinds of things where she's going to perceive that lack of leadership. She might not even know that that's what she's not getting from you, but she will perceive that lack of leadership and thus not have respect for you in that capacity. So at best, you might get to be her friend. Um, but I mean, that's got more to do with you than it's got to do with her. So I can't really put that flag on her. It's got to do with you and how much self respect you have, how much self confidence you bring with you to any given situation, not just involving her. It's going to be how you move and how you carry yourself, like Bill says. And I think once you've done that, once you've accomplished that, you'll find that you already know the answer to this question. You'll find that you'll know the answer because you already know what you're looking for and what you're not looking for. And when you see things that you like, you'll go after them. And if you don't, you simply won't, and you won't waste your time with it any longer. So that's why I say a lot of this is going to start with, it's going to start within you. But I mean, find the work, do the work, keep up the work. And especially keep on going with that Johnny Dumbbell challenge, man. I'm proud of you. I'd like to hear from you in a couple weeks. All right.
All right, Johnny, I got one thing here I want to talk to you about. I understand you're looking for yellow flags. I understand we talked about red flags, but let me give you a little bit of game on the only green flag you need from a woman, nephew. And this is if she is coachable or not. Because if she's getting defensive when you try to give her feedback, probably not compatible with you, my guy. Okay, if she's getting irritated when you ask questions about her behavior, or she can't handle accountability, flat out stonewalls you, or escalates even small issues, she's not coachable. So you're gonna have a difficult time growing with somebody that you can't coach.
And at the end of the day,
that should be one
that
of the
really
that's
centers around her level of respect for you. Yeah.
Yeah, but that should be one of the green flags that you look for is how coachable she is for you and your program, sir. Hey, John, you got anything else tonight? Chat, you got
Man.
anything tonight? Hit us with your questions. Your uncle's got you. It's all love here.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody has an experience with dating that left you confused or anything you actually figured out on your own, if you ever kind of got that aha moment, I'd like to see that in the comments too. But in the meantime, between time, man, I got to tell you, Bill, I got a lot of client sessions between now and the next time we talk on Thursday. Business has been good here in Pittsburgh. So in person, guys, I'm filling up pretty quick. However, I do still have some virtual personal training slots open. So hit me up. My email is in the description for the video on my channel. But yeah, I can set up a consultation. We can give you a chance to have a conversation and see where your goals are and what our plans are going to be to get you there. So, ready to go when you are.
All right. Well, hey, look, again, nephews, I just want to thank you for tuning in, tapping, watching. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the comments. And shout out to those of you that subscribe.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Johnny, anything you want to say before we wrap it up tonight? And nephews, we will be back Thursday night with the Bumble. We'll be bringing out the lovely ladies, breaking down their profiles for you to ask us questions. That's what we're here for.
And just remember, like an English teacher used to tell me when I was in high school, remember, if you drink, don't drive. And if you drive, don't park because accidents cause people. Here we grow.